Everybody, back again. So I think this is going to be the start of movie number 8. I'm busy editing number 7 at the moment, and it all depends how long that is, but I think that's probably where I'm going to end off with the last one, where we've got everything painted on the varnished on the outside, we've got everything painted on the top. So all the outside is sort of done as a shell type of thing now. But what I am starting to do now is I'm starting to cut the panels for the inside. As you guys know, the inside is all sort of lined. Besides these bits over here, they're not done. The roof's done. I need to do a little bit of work there, but I'm going to start doing some lining on the inside of here so that I can actually, once I've got the inside of this lined, the walls, the roof, and maybe those parts, but even if those bits around the edge are not done, I can do those progressively. But it does mean that I can actually start using the camper, because the doors are done as well. They're sitting over there. They're ready to be put on. The hinges and everything are all good. What I'm using is this real thin ply. It's not very thick at all. It doesn't need to be super thick, but yeah, this will be fine. And then I'm going to end up varnishing that. So the sides here, I want it to still look like wood. I'm thinking of this piece up here still looking like wood, but these pieces here, when they go in, I might end up painting that piece around there, maybe the same green as the roof here, or just do it white, maybe just lighten it up a little bit. I don't know, we'll see how it goes anyway. I'm not going to cut it in one long piece, reason being is I end up wasting a lot of ply, so I thought that's 1,2 meters, so if I did that one and that one, I get quite a bit of material out of the sheets I've got. Is I've put in some of the panels, started putting the ones that go in easy in, and glued and nailed in with a nail gun, and then we'll start looking at the ceiling. But before we do the ceiling, we're going to start putting some wiring in as well. Rainy day today, so what I'm doing today is I'm working on the inside of the shed. Some of the lining on the inside, the ply over there, and I've filled up the corners with some cavity bat over there. So I want to put something down the bottom around those edges there, to sort of, you know, like a radius or a corner piece to make it look a bit neater. Makes it look quite a bit better actually. All around here. That one in as well. So, back to it again. So what I've done, finished the top, put that in because that was pretty easy. Nailed some stuff around the edge of there, similar to like what I did down there and all around there. So that's all done up. Just put some pieces across, that's held up with some screws. But now what I've got to do is I've got to do this over here. I'm going to do this before I put it up, but when I built it I sort of didn't really think too much. I need to put some places up here so that some wood so that I can nail to. It's the same thickness as these. So what I'm going to do is, this is just a piece, a sample size. I'm going to cut those down to on the saw down to the right size, and then I'm going to be putting pieces in all the way along there like that, and then down the bottom like that, and then I'll be making the pieces, maybe one piece, so it'll cover from here right down to there, the same on the front and the same there. But with that I've also got to, because I'm going to want to come in from here like that, I'm going to have to cut those little blocks back a little bit as well. That's alright, we'll give that a go. So That's the plan, to see how that works, and then I'm going to screw it from the outside. I know I've got to come through the roof again, but that's okay. I'll just have to just sand out the outside again and seal it up again, those spots, and then paint over it again. It's just one of those things. It's the only way I can think of doing it. Otherwise, if I just put it onto here, it's got no support there. So, and I'll put insulation in there as well. So nasty. It's a bloody dog again. So I've got to cut those pieces off so that I can get the piece of wood up and into there nicely, so I can nail it, the roof panel up to that. Pieces that I was talking about in the corners there. That's so that I can now nail the panel up to this over here on this piece. Alright, so there we go, got everything in of those pieces around there to nail that all up. And then what I'll do is tomorrow night I'll probably make sure they're all nice and level, and then maybe cut some cardboard templates and then use those to trace out the panels that we've got. Got all the roof pieces in as well, or the ceiling pieces in as well. That was real hard. What I'm doing now is I'm going to tidy up all these edges and gaps, put some wood in there. The top I've got a plan for there as well. And then when I had to put all these pieces of wood in to nail up against, I had to come through the roof here. So I've had to screw these in as well. So I'm going to have to remix up some sealant, some filler, some of that epoxy filler again, and do that, and then repaint the roof again. It was pretty, yeah, it was not an easy job this was. It was a bit of a pain in the arse, but it's up anyway, and it'll look tidy again when it's done, once I've put like edges on and sort of trimmed it all up a bit. I've just put in that's the first one of those. Hey everyone, so I've got a day of work today, got a bit more done today on the camper. So what I did is all the screw holes that were on the outside that I used for that ceiling part, sealed all those up and painted that again, gave that another coat of paint. And then what I did on the inside is I have given it the first coat of paint on the ceiling area. So I've decided everything down to that level is all going to be the green. And then what I'm going to do is that is next. I'm going to give that a coat of like thin down varnish to seal it. So once I've got that coat of varnish on to seal up the inside, then I'm going to put the doors on and then move it outside of the garage, the space in the garage over here, because then it's potentially you know, the doors are on, everything, and maybe put some weather seal on the doors. I'll show you that. And then I've got to start making the brackets so I can lift it up and down and get it so, you know, so I can reverse the inside varnished as well. It's staying outside now because I've got my workshop back. Look how tidy that is again. Hey? That's awesome. Trying to get some other stuff in here that's been dumped out everywhere. So what I'm doing today is I'm starting to make these brackets to lift up the side of it so that we can load it on the truck and take it off the truck. So I've just started. There we go, so I've got those screwed on there, and then there's the holes through. So now I've got to get those up to the camper, put these up to the camper, and then drill the holes through the camper so I can bolt it, and then weld these pieces on here, like so. Like that, there's going to be one there, and then you slip a pole through it, and then you jack the camper up, and as you get the pole that goes, the pole slides down, you put a pin into it. Right, so what I was doing there now with the welding was, these are the brackets here that go onto the wood that I drilled just now earlier, and there, this is just a piece of that pipe, piece of the leg that I'm going to be using just to test it, and that fits into there and slides up and down. So as I jack the trailer up, the camper up on the back of the truck, then I can extend these legs out, put a pin through, extend the legs out, put a pin through, and using the high lifting jack, then I can lift the trailer up into the air. This piece is just a short piece, just a test piece to go through. a little bit of damage putting it on. Not that side, over here on the jack, a bit of there, and a bit there as well on the jack there as well. That's alright, we'll deal with that. So yeah, that's it, it's all on. So now we're going to put some bolts into it, take these back off. These were a bit sketchy, but they worked. But yeah, the truck's not sagged too much. Like the look of it. It's cool. End of this video. I have included at the end, I did put a bit just with the camper van driving, so camper van, the shed on the back of the truck driving, so you can see what it looks like. So this is going to be the last video on the build of the camper because it's done now. So all the other videos after this will be different things. They'll be like modifications and this and all that kind of piece. But thanks for following me on this. I really enjoyed it. I'm really happy with the outcome of it. And yeah, there'll be lots more videos, and I'm also hoping to do some videos on some of the trips that we go on as well, and also the other little camper that we've got that we built a couple of years ago during COVID. And yeah, please like and subscribe, and yeah, just keep watching because I'm still going to do some more videos. Thanks very much. Cheers.